Hey, welcome back to Norley Family Farms. On this video, we are going to head up to Vermont and get some more maple syrup equipment. We actually found the proper size evaporator that we need for our maple syrup building. We wanted to actually secure that and get it so that we can design the building around it. It's going to be about a 16-hour round trip drive, so we got to leave super early in the morning, around 4 a.m. and hit the road. Hopefully we can accomplish it in a day, but that is the plan. So it's 4 a.m. and we are about to hit the road. Chevy and I are all packed up. We got the trailer on the back of the car, and yeah, we're gonna start driving. It's about a 7-hour drive to our first destination, and then another 2-hour drive south to our next destination, and then about 6.5 hours back to the house. So it's gonna be a long day. So unfortunately, I had to pull over at a shop. One of the bearings is going out on the trailer, and we're gonna see if we can get it fixed real quick. Slight detour, but yeah, this bearing is pretty well cooked. It's all burnt out. So good thing I caught it. I was at a gas station, pulled over, and saw there was a bunch of grease all shot over the place. So yeah, I was just feeling the hubs, see if they were hot, and that one obviously was pretty messed up. So unfortunately, that's what we got to do. At John's Garage, somewhere in New York. Hopefully these guys can get us fixed up and back on the road. That would be ideal. So I'm back on the road. That took 3 hours to get the trailer fixed back up again. The hub bearing, inner and outer race bearing, was shot, so they were able to replace it. The guy that was doing the work really wasn't happy because it's Saturday, and he already had work booked for the day. And I called him before they were even open, and he was kind enough to actually do the job. And I'm thankful for that. But yeah, we got in and out of there. It took 3 hours, and I had to call up the two different listings that we're going up to get, and talk to those guys and tell them that I'm going to be late. So they're pretty understanding. So we're just going to keep cruising right now, and should be up there around 3 o'clock for the first item that we're going to get, the releaser. And then it's about an hour and a half south of that is where the evaporators is. So I'll probably get there around like 5. So it's going to be a long night because I still have a 6.5 hour trip back home from Vermont. So I'm just gonna keep driving, keep plugging away on this trip. Made it to Vermont, finally. 7 hours plus 3 hours at the truck place to get the trailer fixed, but hey, at least we made it this far so far. So I just picked up the releaser, and I'm about 1 hour from where the evaporator is. That was a pretty good little quick pickup. The guy was super nice, and I was able to not have to drive to his sugar house to pick it up. He met me 30 minutes closer, which really helps me out on timing because I'm already like 3 hours behind schedule still. So yeah, we're gonna get over to this other guy's place and take a look at this evaporator and make a deal. So we are in the process of getting all this loaded. We got this stuff up here already. I was going to film right when I got here, but we wanted to get started because it is getting dark. So we got all this up, got that on, got the releaser in place. And we just got some pans that are back here and some other odds and ends, and then we'll get that set up. So it is 9 o'clock at night, and we got everything on the trailer, and I got about a 7-hour drive back. So I'm gonna try to do it as much as I can tonight. Probably gonna have to pull over and at least take a nap or something. But this is the load. Let me show you. We got our big releaser right here. We got the entire set, everything. For our big evaporator. We got our stacks down here, got everything we need, so pretty excited. We just got to get it all back in one piece. Well, it's 6 a.m. We pulled over around 12:30 last night and decided to try to get a little bit of rest at a rest stop. And yeah, a little rough trying to get some sleep. Chevy slept all right though. She was in the other seat, but she just climbed over. So we're gonna check the load and make sure everything's okay, and then get back on the road. We still got about 3 hours of driving left, so we're just gonna keep at it. So I've made it back to the mountain. I'm in the home stretch right now, and yeah, I got about another 10-minute drive, and I just got to make it up our driveway, which is either a sheet of ice or a sheet of snow. So I just got to make it up there, and we're home free. It's been a heck of a trip so far. I'm really happy with what we were able to accomplish. Now it's just get everything off the trailer, get it inside the shop, and get all the salt cleaned off of it. I wasn't able to plastic anything up before I took off from the last stop last night, but the roads weren't too bad with slush or snow or salt. The stuff still looks fairly clean, so we'll give that a good clean up once we get it back and start getting things figured out. So everything made it in one piece. Everything didn't get that covered in snow, junk, and salt, so that's cool. So we saved some time with not having to wrap everything up. That was ideal because it was getting really dark last night in Vermont when we were getting it all loaded. We were pretty happy with everything that we got for how much we got it for. There's Kristen over there.
Good job.
So now we're going to go ahead and get all this stuff unloaded and put into the shop. It's supposed to be nice up here for the next few days, so we're going to be super busy getting this unloaded. We have a lot of our taps and everything set up already. We're going to move the other evaporator that we bought last month actually into the greenhouse for this season as a temporary setup, and we're going to boil in there. But we're going to start harvesting sap probably tomorrow. So now that we got all the equipment unloaded out of the trailer, I can show you more in detail of what we got. So this is our 3x10 CDL evaporator. This is a 2018 model. It is oil fired, but also can be set up for wood fired. It came with the doors. We would have to do fire brick inside in order to convert it over to wood fired, but oil is what we want for the time being. So when these hoods are set up, this one's actually suspended by the cables. Here's, this is for the automatic draw off, which is actually in this box over here. Everything is still in really, really good condition. Nothing got beat up along the trip. This is all really good. It can use just a little bit of cleaning to get some of that stuff off. It's a really great size. This is going to be perfect for us for really doing some volume once we have everything set up. So over here we got the steam stacks and the exhaust stacks for the oil fired area. So we got all of those. This is the electric releaser. So this is going to need a little bit of a cleanup, but this is an 8,000 tap. And we would have to get a pump that is a suitable size for this one, a vacuum pump, once we have our lines and everything set up properly for it. This is the water pump that came with it. It's an external one. How he had it set up, this is actually connected onto this pipe here. So these two pipes would be conjoined. They normally come with a submersible pump, but apparently he was having some issues with the submersible pump, so he changed over to an external one. But this is going to be really awesome to have set up and keep our operation super efficient. This is a spare pan that came with the evaporator as well. But once we build our pump house and have all of our vacuum lines hooked up, then we'll buy a vacuum pump for the setup. But that's probably not going to be until October later this year. So this is all the equipment that we're going to purchase for the time being. We're going to be switching over to building the sugar shack probably later in the spring. So that's our next big build project. So if you like the video, please thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.